Bash Bobcats. Welcome to the Bobcat Broadcast. I'm Juliana.
And I'm Abigail, reporting for today's news for April 19th. Today's rotation for specials is a day.
Good morning, Bash Bobcats. I hope everyone is having a fantastic week. I know this week we had the Hamilton High Percussion group here, and I hope everyone enjoyed that. They were amazing. So those fourth graders, you might be interested in possibly joining band or orchestra, and our fifth and sixth graders, you have something to look forward to in junior high and high school if you want to continue with your instruments. We have our Pride in the Pack winners here. So in kindergarten, Mrs. Wells' class, great job to Mosey and JJ. In Mrs. Lee's class, we have Huxley. In Mrs. Tavis's class, we have Tinley. In third grade, Miss Richard's class, we have Staley, Harper, Pepper, and Miles. In Mrs. Sears' class, we have Aurora, Ayana, Nora again. In Mrs. Hess's class, we have Elijah, along with Mariana. In fourth grade, Mrs. Benton's class, we have Adrian. In Mrs. Mesa's class, we have Tyler. In Mrs. Contreras, from Mrs. Contreras' group, we have Tyler, along with Tristan and Vivian. In fifth grade, Miss Rajpal's class, we have Evie, Jackson, and no name on that one, so I'm not sure. And also in Mrs. Mesa Campbell's class, we have Bain. And last but not least, we have Lily in sixth grade from Mr. Gagan's class. One last set of announcements. Our perfect attendance winners. Please make sure that you come down to Mrs. Beck's office this morning to get a prize. So perfect attendance for the week of April 1st through April 5th. In kindergarten, we have Kion and in Mrs. Lee's class and Ivana in Miss Jacobs' class. First grade, Miss Tavis's class, we have Marlo and Charlotte in Miss Brecky's. Second grade, Lenoy in Miss Drake's and Nash in Mrs. Linz's class. Third grade, Alice in Miss Sears and Noelle in Miss Tubolino's. Fourth grade, Jillian in Miss Benton's, Zachary in Miss Valdivia's. Fifth grade, Grayson in Miss Campbell's, Vivian in Miss Mesa's. Sixth grade, Rihanna in Mrs. Saltstein's, and Mark in Mrs. Saltstein's class. For the week of April 8th through the 12th, our perfect attendance students are Mosi again in Mrs. Wells' class, along with Tyler in Miss Jacobs' class. First grade, we have Joel in Miss Contreras and Grayson in Miss Tavis's class. Second grade, Rose in Miss Monaco's and Mason in Miss Linz's. Third grade, we have Phoenix in Mrs. Sears and Paxton in Miss Tubolino's. Fourth grade, Easton in Miss Valdivia's, along with Caleb, his classmate. In fifth grade, both from Mrs. Campbell's class, we have Allison and Austin. And in sixth grade, we have Betty Lee in Miss Gonzalez's class and Ella Rose in Mrs. Saltstein's. Thank you, boys and girls, for getting here every single day of the week. We hope that everyone has a wonderful Friday and a fantastic weekend. Have a good one.
Today's events are Fire Drill, 3D Printing Club for returning students, and Taylor Swift's new album, The Tortured Poets Department, is coming out.
For Flag Corps, we have Putting Up the Flag, a team one, Jake, Mason, and Evie. And Pulling Down the Flag is a team 5, Romeo, Travis, Aiden, Sean, and Diamond. Sorry, Mason.
Today's junior coaches are, for Friday in Miss Campbell's class, there's Aiden and Romeo. In first grade, Miss Campbell's class, Sean and Alexia. Third grade, Miss Lauder's class, Austin and Jordan. And second grade, in Miss Rajpal's class, we have Henry, and in Miss Campbell's class, we have Desmond. Sorry if I said any of your names wrong. Lunch choices are hot dog on a bun, cheese quesadilla, make your own pizza bento, PB&J pack. For vegetables, there are French fries, baby carrots, 1% white milk, chocolate skim milk, 1% and 1% fruit juice.